Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're tearing apart the claims around a supplement that's been all over social media. It's the Lotmay Stem Cell and Collagen Peptide Oral Drops.
Right.
The promises they're making here are, well, they're wild. We're talking total skin rejuvenation, thicker hair, stronger nails.
It's less of a supplement and more of a fountain of youth in a bottle.
Exactly. It sounds like a time machine.
And that's our mission today for you. We've dug into the material to figure out if these claims of radical rejuvenation hold up.
Or if it's just really, really good marketing.
Exactly. We're focusing only on the available evidence.
Okay, so let's start with the specifics. Lotmay says the product is clean, simple, and groundbreaking.
Developed in the U.S., I believe.
Right. And they promise that if you take 2 full droppers, you'll see tighter skin and improved vitality from the inside out.
And they put a timeline on it.
Within 30 days. That is a very specific guarantee.
It is a very strong one. But here's the immediate red flag that the sources point to.
What's that?
The official product description is, well, it's strikingly light on the actual science.
So no citations.
No links to peer-reviewed data, no independent clinical studies, nothing. Nothing to actually back up those big 30-day claims.
And that lack of validation right out of the gate
It's a massive caution sign.
So, if the data is missing, what's the next big thing that health forums and, Reddit communities are raising? Because I know it centers on that one phrase.
Stem cell.
Stem cell, yeah.
That is the absolute core of the issue. Look, when experts hear stem cell used for a shelf-stable oral drop, alarms just go off.
Why? What's the problem?
True. Live stem cells, they require extremely specialized lab conditions, specific temperatures, delivery mechanisms, preservation.
Okay.
They simply cannot survive in a room temperature liquid supplement that you just drop under your tongue. It's not biologically feasible.
Wait. So you're saying you're putting something that should be in a cryo lab into a little dropper bottle you keep on your shelf. That sounds like science fiction written by the marketing department.
Precisely. What the product almost certainly contains are things like growth factor mimics or peptides.
Okay, so what are those?
They're molecules that try to stimulate the same biological pathways as stem cells, but they're absolutely not actual living stem cells.
And that difference is?
It's enormously important. I mean, if you're spending your money based on these sophisticated biological claims, you need to know you are not buying a stem cell product in the medical sense.
That makes the brand's overall strategy so much more interesting then. Yeah. Because the sources note Lotmay doesn't just sell this one product, right?
Not at all. They have a huge range of these miracle ingredient liquid supplements.
Like what?
Things like NAD boosters, even GLP-1 type mimics for weight loss, all the really trendy compounds.
So they're jumping on every wellness trend.
And when a brand gets involved in that level of what you could call overextension, it just becomes harder to trust the quality and effectiveness across all of those products,
That scattergun approach kind of weakens your confidence.
It really does.
So what does this all boil down to? For the person at home, just looking for an anti-aging edge.
I think the consensus is cautious, but it's clear. The Lotmay Stem Cell Drops. Look, they're probably not a total scam. But they are definitely not the miracle cure the marketing suggests. The science is weakly presented at best.
And that stem cell claim is more marketing buzz than reality.
Far more, yes.
So if you do choose to try these drops, you really need to go in with realistic expectations.
Highly realistic. And please do not rely on them as a substitute for, proven medical treatments or actual science-backed skincare.
And maybe use a secure payment method. Track your results carefully.
Definitely. And that kind of leaves us with a bigger question for you to think about, really. Yeah. Given that the key ingredient is almost certainly not a live stem cell, but just a peptide mimic, how much emphasis should we place on an ingredient's name versus the viability of its delivery system?
That's a good question.
Is the name just, biobabble if the mechanism can't possibly work as advertised? Something to chew on the next time you're scrolling through those beauty sites?